Hey there, Scrapping Ames fans and my Scrapping Fun Kit fans. How are we all? So I'm up with my first June project, which is using the embellishment kit on a this time 12 by 12 layout. I'm just using a 12 by 12 piece of paper from my stash, I think from memory. Let me see if I can see. It's a crepe paper one, which I've just used. I think I brought recently in a bit of a haul from Anna's Craft Cupboard. Decided to liven the back paper up a little bit with some texture paste through a Kaiser Craft stencil there with the roses. Going with a bit of a florally theme, and you'll see why shortly. In the top right hand corner there you can see there's a piece of vellum, I'm trying to think of the word, that came in our embellishment kit that has like green, a soft green pastel colour through it, pattern through it, which is of like leaves and florals. Can I talk? Not really today. There you go. I'm trying to show you there in the camera. It's not the best sort of look. I'm placing it on the diagonal just to give a bit of interest, instead of just sort of, you know, backing the photo as you usually, as I feel like I've been doing of late, is really sort of matting my photos a lot on my 12 by 12s. I wanted to do something a bit different, so I've sort of still matting them, but on the diagonal, just to add that bit of visual interest with the texture paste and just to add a little bit of something different, I guess. Now, what I've decided to scrap is these two photos, which are from Valentine's Day, so pre-Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day this year. And just, you know, recording that random memory. So the photo at the top that's of the roses is the day before Valentine's Day. My partner come home with these, and then this one that I'm matting now on one of the pieces of paper that came in the embellishment kit is the rose and card that I found on our bed after he'd left for work on Valentine's Day. Now, we have a bit of a rule here that we generally don't do Valentine's Day because our anniversary is also towards just after Valentine's Day, towards the end of the month anyway, and just financially, you know, it's just not a thing. But he's always a bit cheeky, and I should have always guessed, but he came home the day before and, you know, with the roses. Anyway, so it's just a bit sweet. It's a bit, you know, I know some people might be going, blah, but, you know, it's a bit sweet and it's a bit lovely. So it's something just cute to document for the album. So yeah, I'm just matting these photos onto some of the embellishment, the paper that came in the embellishment kits. Now, I've chosen two slightly different coloured or design. Let me get the layout. Lucky I hadn't actually, hang on, I've lost my chair. Lucky I hadn't actually put it away. So they're not quite the same colour. Up close, you might be able to see them in the close-up. So one has like a very pastel pink, peachy pink colour, and the other is spots, which are more an orangey standout. Look, it's white with spots. So the kit this month, if you haven't watched the unboxing, jump over and have a look at that. But it is very that soft pastel pinks, peach, pinky, you know, greens and colours is not my thing, is it? Colours in it. They're really nice colours. Really, actually, I find them really easy to work with. When I saw this kit, I actually first thought of when I opened it Mother's Day. Don't know why, it just jumped out at me as something you could use to document Mother's Day, or, you know, make those really nice if you're a card maker. They'd be really good for that as well. So not just your scrapbooking layouts, traveller's notebooks, all those sorts of things. So quite versatile, this one. So some lovely little lace ribbon in there. Just playing around where I wanted it to go. I was really not struggling on when I did this layout. I just wanted it to look different. I kind of felt like I'd been doing a lot of 12 by 12 layouts lately, and I kind of started to feel like they were kind of go in the same direction. So I wanted to try and change it up a little bit for me. Anyway, that was my opinion. And these embellishment kits are always good like that. It's always the one thing I always say and rave about and babble on about with the scrapping fun kits, because Raylene does such a good job of, they're always hand picked. They're not your big collections and things like that, as much as I love those ones as well, don't get me wrong. you can always do something a bit different because they are your unique bits and pieces, like this with your little paper clip and your lace ribbon, and then you'll see some more bits and pieces that will come in shortly. I'll show that will come in, and I can use like when I make this little cluster here around this little clip. It's really quite sweet, and it's a great way of making it a little bit different and unique from your other layouts, I guess. Not everyone will have the same one, so it's nice that way as well. So that's just a little that little peach colour resin flower that was in there. Now there was I think there was about half a dozen different coloured, like green and pinks and things like that flowers. So I'm doing this voiceover. It is Friday, and whilst I'm charged up on it, I've just completely overhauled my craft space. Now I'm calling it my craft room. I've completely taken over the area now, which is just great. And I've been out and shopping and getting crafty fun. I'm absolutely buggered. It's the end of the week, so my words are just not coming together. But I wanted to get this voiceover done while I had time, and so it was done. So yes, the words aren't coming out. Anyway, so that washi you can see up in the left there, that came in the kit as well. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous green with the gold spots on it. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. And I've got a thing for florals at the moment, which was fantastic because the washies there that I have, the two other washies have like these florally sort of patterns, leafy patterns on it. So I'm cheering. They are absolutely like delicious. So what I decided to do, instead of actually putting a big chunk of journaling, which I didn't think it needed on this layout, I'm just going to use some little label pieces that I have in my stash and just back them with some of these washi tapes just to pop them off of the photo a little bit and just jot down the date and what each of the photo sort of represents. I was going to try and be a bit clever with it and do like a little, you know, fishtail, but washi tape, my wonky hands, and trying to, yeah, that was never going to work. So I just stuck it down as normal. Grabbing some little resin, not resin, sorry, acrylic hearts from my stash, some little glitter hearts from the lovely Corbett Creations. Just popping them down as well, just to add a little bit of sparkle to the page as well. In that section, actually I think one of them has moved. Where did I glue? It has two. I'm just looking at the layout. It must have moved when I've laid it down. Anyway, oh, that's okay. Now, as you would have seen, I used glossy accents to stick down this, what do you call it? Like fabric, I can't think of the word, flower, as well as the paper clip. Because the gloss, I think I've said before with some of the pieces in the embellishment kits, the glossy accents is such a more stronger adhesive. It just holds it so much better. You don't need to do that with, like, probably the resin flower you wouldn't have needed to do it with. You don't need to do it with the acrylic shape or anything like that. But it does with some of these bigger pieces. It works quite well. Now I decided to, with one of the bits of the papers that were pattern papers that were in the kit, I think one that I used to mat the flower, one of the photos there, the red, the one here on the right, I used to cut a punch out one of these, the large heart there. And magic, look, I have a gold title. So I just decided to use this title. I wanted to use these stickers up, and I just thought, you know, the lucky ones, it sounds very sweet and romantic for Valentine's Day. We are the lucky ones with our, and that's just significant to us, I guess. With some of the gold leaves, I just thought that was perfect to add to that florally kind of feel to it as well, to the layout. And I liked them. They looked cute with the glitter. Add a bit of sparkle. With the texture paste and I think the pink sort of watercolour stripes on the background, I don't think it needed a lot of embellishing this page, so I didn't bother too much. I just used the little bits of embellishments that were in the kit, and voila, I think that page, it's done. It was a really quick and easy layout. So Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for some close-ups, and don't forget to check out the kits over on the Scrapping Fun Kits page. Thanks, and see you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.